I think Christmas just vomited all over me. Bah humbug! Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, with another comic book review video, and a Merry Christmas to you all. It's the 20th of December, so Christmas is so close, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can see it coming. So all things exciting to come for Christmas. Yes, it's the 20th of December, which means it's the last day you can vote in the YouTube comic book community best of 2013 project. Go to my channel page, click on the video that's like the featured video. You'll learn all about it. You have not got long to vote for it. This week in comics, it was a big week, I think, for pretty much all of us. I have 12 comics to review this week. So I'm kind of going out with a big bang for the end of the year because I don't know if this is good news or bad news for you. I'm not doing any more reviews this year. With Comic Book Day landing both on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, I don't know when I'll be getting my comics and really how many will come out in the next couple of weeks. So I thought, right, give myself 2 weeks off and we'll come back fresh for a new year. Depending on time and what I'm doing, you may get a couple of odd videos here and there over the Christmas and New Year holiday, so keep your eye out for those. And have a great Christmas. So let's get on with the reviews. Right, let's kick straight off with Indestructible Hulk issue 17. And Banner has supposedly invented a solution to the Terrigen Mist problem that happened during the Infinity event. Only Iron Man is being a dick about it and won't put his pride aside to find out how it works, and he immediately goes into kind of defensive, distrustful mode. And really, this issue only exasperated my feelings about all these Avengers characters and Avengers books. They really do think they're so high and mighty. They think they are the big I am, when really they're just spoiled little kids. On the flip side, while I understand Banner's frustration at the Avengers' refusal to let him just explain everything, Bruce really does come across as some sort of paranoid super scientist villain, you know, like Dr. Octopus used to be like before he went all Spidey on us. Unfortunately, I'm not going to find out how this all ends, as this was my last issue. It's dropped. I may flip through the next issue in store to find out, but that is my end of Indestructible Hulk. Also this week came out from Image Revival issue 16, and I know this is one of Larassa's favourite books, which is why I can't do this face to face. But this is the last issue I'm getting, I'm afraid. Revival has been dropped too. There's just really too many storylines running at once, and there's not enough of each storyline progressed enough for me to get, you know, invested in. I mean, a lot goes on in this issue. You've got attempted arson, exploding bags of cow blood, gunfire action, creepy balaclava masked character. But frankly, I just don't care enough anymore. So I'm afraid I'm cutting my losses now. Revival has gone. 10 Grand issue 6 came out this week, and let me get this straight right away. Straczynski is doing a bang up job on the writing here, creating this kind of supernatural, occult, hell versus heaven kind of universe that, you know, it's disturbing, but it's intriguing at the same time. And in this issue, we learn of Joe's first kill at the young age of 13, and the way the implications of who he killed have kind of shaped him and his future self. We get the introduction of this enslaved angel who looks as though he's going to play a much bigger part in this trip to hell storyline. And Straczynski really does keep the action and pace going that makes, that makes this book a real page turner. Unfortunately, the art sucks. I'm not going to beat around the bush here, but for the love of God, get Temple Smith back. Pay him double, whatever it takes to bring him back. I mean, it took me a good 6 pages into this issue to realise the character I'd been watching was actually Joe and not someone else. This C.P. Smith character, he's turned Joe into this kind of movie star, action hero, good-looking, suave character. And all that work that Temple Smith did, making him look like this, the worn down by life and work and loss, it's just gone. And it doesn't help the book at all. He can't really do horror either. Our big demon monster, it was just too nicely drawn. It was too artsy. Temple Smith, if he'd have drawn that, you would have heard the screams of pain through his art. Just please, Image, find a new artist, and fast. Okay, we've got Animal Man issue 26, and it's unfortunate that this storyline has come so late in its run, given that we have only a few more issues until the series ends. Just like Charles Soule has been doing in the Swamp Thing title, in that he has enriched and expanded the Green Avatar and their history and what came before. Jeff Lemire has done exactly the same by expanding the universe of Animal Man, literally universally. The end of last issue, we saw Buddy on another planet by the looks of it, and we pick up here where he is basically fighting for his life against all manner of creatures, big and small. And what it transpires is this is a fight to see who's worthy to take the place of our new character, the Bridgewalker. And this is where it got really kind of exciting in the expansion of the universe of kind of like Animal Man, and Swamp Thing really gets a nod in here too. The Bridgewalker is or resides on the Seed Planet. The Seed Planet is like the nexus, it's like the centre of all the planets that are connected to the green and the red, because there are other planets apart from Earth that have avatars of the green and the red, and they are all interconnected with this Seed Planet and the Bridgewalker, making sure the balance stays true on all these planets. But he is dying and he needs a replacement, hence the big fight, who is worthy to take his place. So it is interesting that in this explanation of who the Bridgewalker was, and he talks about the planets that have green and red avatars on it as well, that they are connected, that there's no mention of the Rot. Interesting. So Buddy has to make a deal with this Bridgewalker, because obviously he needs to go back to Earth and save his family, his wife, find his daughter wherever she may be now. So he makes a deal with the Bridgewalker so he can go back and rescue them. And the title ends in the clutches of Brother Blood. This was a very exciting and intriguing issue. To be honest, I doubt this is ever going to pick up anywhere down the line. I believe Animal Man is going to go into Justice League Canada. Big up you Canadians, but Justice League Canada? I don't know. But I really don't see this story following through that much, which is unfortunate. I'm going to be sad to see Animal Man go. It has been a solid title throughout its run. I really enjoyed it, and Jeff Lemire's look at a more kind of down-to-earth, family-based storyline. Another issue that is finishing its run very soon, only 2 more to go, is Daredevil. Here we have issue 34, and it's time for Matt Stroke Daredevil to finally put an end to the Sons of the Serpent. But the thing is, he needs a little bit of help, and that comes from the role of Kirsten McDuffie. And all those games that they've been playing with each other, the to and fro's, the jokes about, is Matt Murdock really Daredevil? Kirsten clearly knows he is, but Daredevil continues to refute those claims. He comes clean because he does need her help. And in this issue we get some very impassioned speeches from Kirsten to the population of the city. There's a big ultimatum given to the Sons of Serpents, which kind of connects to the last couple of issues where we've had, you know, the monsters and those pages from the Dark Tomb. What else? Oh, and of course there's that phone call right at the end, the one that Matt never wanted to get. Great title. Mark Waid has done wonders for Daredevil. I'm on the fence whether I'm going to pick up the next series, given it's going up in price. I believe it's coming out twice a month. Can my wallet afford it? I do love Daredevil, and I am interested in how Mark Waid is going to take Daredevil out of kind of Hell's Kitchen and put him in a completely new environment, a completely new city, and how that is going to work. We'll have to see. We've got Saga issue 17, and this is the culmination of all those, I'm sorry to say, those mediocre issues that have come before. We begin with our 2 reporters and the introduction of a new bounty hunter, the Brand. And basically the Brand is there to let these reporters know to drop this story that they're working on. And it's good to see that there's another kind of bounty hunter with kind of another animal sidekick, only this time it's a big dog who can kind of blow out of his nose these darts, because he drugs the 2 reporters, and if they talk about or do anything about this story, apparently they will die due to this drug. The Will's life, yes, it's still in the balance, or is it by the end of this? We still don't know. Brian K. Vaughan constantly teases us with the potential deaths of big main characters. There is finally a heap load of action going on in here. We've got guns are blazing, razor blasting, swords are drawn, axes are chopped around, and even Lion Cat gets into the action. We see a lot of the characters that were separate come together, and we realise that there's more connections than we first realised. It was finally a good issue, a really, really good issue for Saga. I mean, they're good, but this one was better than it has been. So Saga building up more momentum. Next up is Sex issue 9, and yes, I'm still reading it. And with this issue, it has sort of paid off wading through the last 8 issues. Because what Joe Casey does in this one is take us back a couple of years and shows us the Patriot in action. Well, again, sort of. We get a guest artist in Morgan Jeska, which gives the book a fresh new look than what we've been used to. And what we basically get in this title is an action-packed chase sequence between this patriot and villain, the prank addict, which is all fun and all. But as you continue to read it, you see the most obvious similarities to, your well-known superheroes. Patriot is basically your Batman character. Keenan, the sidekick, is Robin. Quinn, who was the elderly lady that we've seen on the deathbed, she's been this kind of like oracle character. Prank Addict is very much a Riddler-esque character. We've even got kind of like a homage to Catwoman in Shadow Links. But these were all done in such exaggerated forms. And it is amusing. I don't know if this is coincidental or it's me just being a cynic. But whenever these kind of obvious tropes turn up in this title, there's always a letter in the back that kind of addresses why he's done this. But I really, really enjoyed this one for a change. Yeah, it's still full of your sex, your tits and ass, it's all there. But the throwback, the flashback 2 years earlier was really well done and kind of lets you into the character a bit more of the Patriot. And, he maybe not have been such, a good guy. Well, anyway, the book's finally picking up. East of West issue 8 came out, and for those who dropped this title after the first few issues, I say to them, your loss. This book, written by Hickman, who, to be honest, I'm not always the greatest fan of, has become a wonderful world-building treat. Now, it's full of action, sci-fi, politics, conspiracies, magic and intrigue. And in this issue, we get Madam President dealing with the dissension in the city from the populace at large. Riots, protests are dealt with, ultimatums are issued in the usual heavy-handed manner, and all this is involved with the 3 horsemen of the apocalypse, them making sure that their future plans basically stay on track. Meanwhile, Death finally makes it to his destination as he and his companions open the cell door to what we now know is this prison that they've been traversing through. But who is inside? You need to buy the issue to find out. Once again, Giotto's artwork here is fantastic. One side evoking the horror part of this book, equally as evocatively as the most human segments. Really, give East of West another try. I think you will be suitably surprised. And issue 16 of Mind the Gap returns. It had a little short hiatus, and now it's bringing us Act 2. And it starts with the funeral of Ellie Peterson, our main character. But as you and I know, and all the characters gathered around the grave, Ellie's not in that coffin. Issue 16 deals with kind of the both sides trying to figure out who took Ellie at the end of Act 1. It's a great opening story to the second act, with a lot more of, the more background characters coming to the fore and their involvement in the main story. This title has been pretty solid throughout the year, and though it veers towards the please make me into a TV series territory, I'm really, really enjoying it. Go pick up Mind the Gap. Okay, so the last 3 comics, I'm sorry, I have not had time to read. Time is short at the moment. I've still got some last minute Christmas shopping to do, and I need to do it today, and I don't think I'm going to get a chance to finish this video off. fully as I'd like to. So the last 3 issues that I've still to read, but I'm still very much looking forward to. Black Science issue 2 came out this week. I loved issue 1, Rick Remender doing his sci-fi epic storytelling, and just some great artwork from Scalera on there as well. I did flick through the book. The artwork doesn't look as painted as last issues, and it feels a lot like the Fear Agent style of art that Rick Remender was on in his other title. But still, from the flip through I quickly did, it still looks like it's a rollicking good read. Umbrel issue 2 also came out. I did enjoy the first issue. Like I said, it certainly does stay true to its like fantasy roots, and in a way there are a lot of kind of fantasy cliches in there, but hopefully Anthony Johnson will throw some more weirdness and strangeness and a little bit more originality into the title. But still looking forward to this and getting my fantasy fix. And finally, from Dynamite Comics, we've got Green Hornet issue 8, written by Mark Waid. I've just been loving the kind of pulpy feel that all the kind of Dynamite comics have anyway, but Green Hornet there in this it's just been really interesting. It was a title that I'd never picked up before. I know it's had many series previous to this written by very different writers. I think Kevin Smith did a run at one point, but I'm just kind of loving the kind of pulpy feel to this, and that's it for the reviews. Okay, this just leaves me to say a Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Thank you so much for all your support this year. It's been a bit of a tough one for me, having to take in a couple of hiatuses along the way, but you've all kind of stayed loyal and strong to my channel, and this year I reached over 1,000 subscribers, which was just amazing, and I just want to say thank you very much for sticking with me. Hopefully next year will be bigger and brighter and better, and just have a great Christmas whoever you're with, whether it's family, loved ones, friends, or even if you're on your own this Christmas. Make sure you have a great time, and I will see you all very soon. Don't forget your votes. Final day. Do it now. Bye bye.